Hello, friends. Thought I'd come to you with a more natural light around me. Anyways, so follow up from yesterday. You might remember the green Nike Varsity Air or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what the name of it is because it doesn't matter too much. What's more important is the invention I have to protect the mesh shoes, whether they're white or yellow. The black ones don't need too much help, but yellow is almost as bad as white, I guess. First pair I've had that was yellow, and I do like the color and everything. So my idea is to have like an aerosol spray, right? It's like, and it's like a stain repellent, but it also weaves into the mesh, and it's like a material that'll like layer over your yellow or white mesh, and then and it would be hardly noticeable, like a clear type of material. You spray on there, and then you can just maybe wipe it off after a week or so because it'll probably too get dirty. But then you can wipe it off or scrub it out, and then the shoe will be uncovered again, and hopefully it'll still look new. I'm pretty sure with the technology on Wi-Fi and all the satellites, and even though we still have to plug our phones in with the batteries, but with all the X-ray and ultraviolet ray and invisible technology, I'm pretty sure we can figure out something that's tangible like that. So I wanted to follow that review of my Nikes from yesterday up, just to include the invention that I had to go along with it. Also to add to be informational, like I try to promise, the Goofy Sellers promise. I also promise that this cheetah print for men is going to be popular at some point in time. I get a lot of compliments on this shirt. Anyways, it is a cool shirt. I like it. Thanks, Tyreek Hill. You inspired me, man. Your cool touchdown dances, going to the Dolphins, all that. But yeah, anybody who takes the pom-poms from a cheerleader and then does a backflip, you're a beast. So anyways, I want to get the boxers and socks and shoes to match. Then I also got some tan Levi's, they're pretty nice. That's part of what this particular Mix Mash podcast is going to be about, is Levi's and Nike. Because I was talking about how much I respect and am impressed by Nike. So they have annually $51 billion of sales. And that comes out to be about $5 billion of net income as of like 2022, 23, and going into this year. It's between 5 and 6 billion for net income, 45 to 50 some odd billion dollars in sales every year. Phil Knight only owns 3.3% of the stock, and it's like right at number 100 in as far as companies' total market share. And Phil Knight, the guy who invented Nike, he's worth 35 billion, which is a little more than a tenth of what Elon Musk is worth. But interesting facts about Nike because they do so much in sales. And I was also looking into Levi's because, I like Levi's. I'm sure most people out there do. They're very popular. They look good. They need some improvement too, though. Oh my God, isn't that horrible? I can be critical of anything, apparently. But so I was doing some other research, and it looks like the shoe industry does about $450 billion in total sales every year. As far as shoes, not shoes, clothes, like shirts and pants and everything like that, it's like 1.5 trillion a year, almost 2 trillion. So probably by now, that was an old statistic from a couple years ago. So and of that, Levi's has about $6 billion in sales every year and 250 million net income profit after cost of doing business, etc. So Levi's is doing their thing too. The criticism I have of Levi's right now, and I do like the 531s that they make because I believe they add spandex to them to make them a little more stretchy and more pliable. The pair I have on, they're pretty nice, the 541s. And they're a lot better than, like, in my opinion, the 501s or some of the older styles that they had from the 90s. And they want to keep it similar year after year, so they don't really change the denim in those too much. But the newer styles, like the 511s, 513s, 531s, and 541s, all have a little bit more stretchy, comfortable, kind of like yoga pant feel, if you will. And I like that. But unfortunately, in these 541s, I'm going to use the flip cam again here. Let's see. So these 541s, you see what I did tonight? It's kind of dorky. I put a safety pin in there because this is too much. Like the 531s are a little better on this. And yes, I did it on both sides. And yes, I feel like a total D-bag. But it's what I got to do because I like to show off my shoes, man. You know, like, yeah, I'm wearing them yellow Nikes again. They ain't bad, right? Like I said, I gave them a 50-50 review. And Levi's, I'm giving them like a 90% review because I know that Levi's does have a better model, but they're kind of hard to find online, those 531s. And so, anyways, what I'm recommending is that I left the camera like this. But anyways, like when it starts to get all baggy on this bottom part, let's like taper it down like that and make it spandexy so it stretches when you put your foot into it, you know? Anyways, something that I would highly recommend. Otherwise, again, I'll try to manufacture it from scratch and do it myself and put the Levi tag on, the V on the butt cheeks and all that. But the other thing I would like to have done is, God, I'm fat, is the waist. The waist also needs to have multiple sizes it can fit. Oh man, my zipper was down the whole time. But wouldn't that be cool if you were, let's say your waist was a 34, you could fit into a small, medium, or large, right? And a small would fit a waist size 28 all the way up to 32, and a medium would fit a 34 all the way to a 38. You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to wear belts and all that extra stuff? And that's a suggestion I would like to make to Levi's, and I think will happen during my lifetime, which is, again, why I'm doing these videos, so that some of these niceties that should be available but aren't will become available, because either other companies will see this video and be like, oh, that's a good idea. We don't want goofy sellers to get rich off it, so they'll do it themselves. Or otherwise, I'll just put in the time and effort and make it happen, because that's what I do. I'm a doer. So anyways, with that, hopefully I inspired and educated you to some level or degree, and we'll see what happens with this cheetah print getting hot.